Welcome back to court. Objection!
Hold it.
Perfect. Perfect. All according to Keikaku.
Mm-hmm.
What are you up to, Ergo? Sorry, everybody. I'm just watching Ergo fiddle with the screen.
I was just getting the game.
Oh. Okay, I'll allow that. That's all right. That's okay. Anyway, welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Ergo and I are determined to finish this game because there's a whole other game I have to play. Ergo may or may not join me for that one. But
yeah, this is only the first half.
But we have to play the rest of this one. I tell you, it's got to get finished this year. Mm-hmm. We cannot play this game for over 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been too long. Okay. That being said, actually, no, wait. Before I go into it, in case anybody might be lost. Aw, thank you for resubscribing, Ergo.
You're welcome.
Yay! It would be a little awkward if we weren't subscribed to each other's channels.
Right.
Just a touch.
I mean, I gotta use all these great Grezy emotes everywhere.
Woo! Aw, you're so sweet.
Yeah.
I need to make a version for you, the one that I did of me recently, like the newest one.
Oh, what did you do?
The one that I posted in the chat just a minute ago. The one with
the hype or whatever.
Yeah, the let's go, that one. Yeah. But thank you again, hon. I appreciate that. Here, a little smooch for you. There you go. But what I was going to say is, if you're a little lost at all, just know that we had to record our last stream of this. Yeah, because our internet wasn't working very well, so the stream wasn't working.
You can find it at youtube.com/Ergo and Grezy.
Yeah, shameless plug. Shameless plug. But yes, so we ended up recording our stream there. So there's 2 episodes from that recording, and that gets us to where we are now, which is in the midst of the trial of the guy who died
The pawn shop guy.
pawn shop.
The pawn shop guy. And we just did, I think we finished the jury convincing thing.
Yes.
I forget what it's called.
The jury summation. Summation, yeah. I was about to say speculation, but summation.
Something
that's
like that.
Right.
And we
convinced,
you're
right.
Because the jury was basically immediately going to say guilty.
Yeah.
But we managed to convince, I think, most of them.
And for the fun fact, they were all against it for non-related reasons. Like the one guy is like, oh well, I gotta go see if I left a scalpel in that guy's body or some shit.
Yeah, the doctor who he just wants to get done with it so he can get out of the courtroom.
Yes, but I will say my favorite edition of this though. Are the 2 characters that you voiced.
Oh yeah.
Basically the Waluigi and Wario,
Waluigi and Wario,
gangsters, crime boys. Yeah.
Crime brothers.
Give me a taste. Can you give me a taste?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, bruv. Do you remember that? Do you need to hear it?
I don't know. Do I?
You need to hear it. It was so good. You really should.
Hold on.
You're like, hey, bruv, what's up?
We can start loading up the game.
Yeah, I'll let Ergo go listen to that. Do you want to find it? If you go to youtube.com, Grezy Ergo.
Ergo. And let me see, if you just search Ergo and Grezy on YouTube, does it actually give our channel?
We're finding out in real time.
It does.
Ooh, yay.
Kind of.
YouTube has
it's under some
buried
ads.
us.
There's some ads for some sunglasses.
Ooh.
And then there's our channel.
Ooh, so there you have it, folks, in real time. Just look after the sunglasses ads and you will find
Alright, let me find the guy. Let me find the
YouTube
boys.
channel. Well, here, I don't want to distract you by starting to talk on the stream, so we'll just keep listening to this great screen.
Oh, wait, this is the jury thing. They weren't in that.
I mean, they were in both parts.
Hold on.
I thought.
Come on, where are they? Okay, here they are. There's Judge Santa.
Judge Santa!
We know it's the Judge Santa voice.
Oh, of course.
That's Grezy's incredible old man voice.
I don't know how incredible it is, but I...
Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true. Ain't that right, Ergo? I'm not so sure about it.
Right. The tall guy was just kind of like a gangster voice, and then the small guy was just like he mumbles. That's what the voices were.
Good job. They were my favorite parts of the stream, so I really wanted you to reconnect with your roots. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and press any key now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go to court. Continue. Yes.
The unspeakable story. Well, why are we speaking about it?
Oh, so true, babe. So true. Ooh, he's leaning over, all intense.
He's slamming the table.
Order, please. Let us resume proceedings. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand.
Okay, this is the boys, I guess. Yeah.
I'm so glad you reevaluated. I love the little, like, crossbone cross, you know, like, situation.
I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination?
Oh yeah, Governor.
Yes!
I did, Gov, I did.
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Call blimey!
This is going to be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windy Banks.
Well, it was Bedlam soon as, weren't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me Lucy lockets.
That's my new favorite term. However, that was a lie. You brothers!
Call blimey!
On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter.
We never done nothing of the sort. How'd you figure that out?
I love these guys.
You will now give formal testimony once again. We have to do this another time, so help me. You'll end up on the double naughty list. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question, and this time you will tell the truth. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. I will crush your skull like this glass, and that gentleman may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again.
Huh.
A thought worth pondering, perhaps.
Say no more, Gov, we hear ya. We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach.
Best characters in the whole game! The whole truth, so help me.
Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing. It was when we heard the gunshot, see? Made us both jump and all that stuff went flying. Lummy, it didn't have to give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter'd come out the door and get us next. We stuck everything back where we found it and scarpered straight into him in the black. We couldn't have shot the bomb broker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
So you admit to the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Windybank's countertop on the night in question.
Not ransack, Governor, no. That's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tidied up, yeah. Sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess.
The way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't he make us sound a bit more cutthroat?
It can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Windy Banks last night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye, just like the Transformers. I'm sure of it.
Robots in disguise. Ooh.
Alright.
Time to press. Do what we do best.
Yep.
Hold it!
If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Huh?
Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? We ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Well said, Ringo, me old China. we'd only land ourselves in even more trouble. Sorry, I don't know what I meant by that.
Yeah, I don't either. And in fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble.
Well, that's rotten luck.
Says the rotten apple eater. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter?
We never ransacked nothing. Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied the place up.
Death glare activate.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay, missile jump. So what you're saying is, the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much you knocked all those things off the counter?
Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep his shirt on. Look, it was loud, alright. Blimey, me dead granny would have woken up at that bag.
And I can't help it, I just start stripping whenever I'm scared.
Big bruv here screamed like a bloomin' baby and fell over on the counter. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot.
Remember the light was broken and no one mentioned that?
Kind of.
So I wonder if that's going to become relevant.
Do you want to look at the court record real quick?
Yeah, I do. I would love that. It is one of the photos. Hang on, which photo is it? Is it? No, it's not that photo.
Post-shooting photograph?
Oh, wait. Is it?
That's the counter, right?
Yes. Oh, wait. No, it's not this one.
No?
Because these were the things that we used to show, but, oh, maybe it is this one.
Oh.
This was broken.
Oh. Okay, wait, so then go look at the other one?
Okay, yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do.
There's a little
I didn't see it,
there.
though. Like, oh, there it is, there it is. Okay, yeah, there it is.
That might...
I don't know why I didn't see it the first time we looked. But yeah. Oops.
So I feel like, yeah, it hasn't come up yet.
So yeah, anyway.
Candlestick and some skull. That got tangled in some marionette. What knocked over a picture frame? What knocked them scales on the floor?
Oh gosh, he said marionette. The marionette from FNAF is in this game. Anyway,
Yeah.
You've really mastered working quietly then.
What a racket. Me granny would have been scared back into her grave at a clatter like that.
So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise.
And then some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse. And then all of a sudden, wait, there's an exclamation point
there is.
on Gregson. What's he talking about?
What do we gotta do?
Pursue?
Space.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add?
Oh god.
Sean Bean. Or whatever the fuck.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery! I say that every time.
I gotta act like my mouth is full.
Yeah, there we go, it's like that.
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
No, something to add about their testimony. You seemed to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something?
It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
It's so true. How about you just tell us what's on your mind?
As you know, we brought these fellows into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now. Did it? You claimed you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. It might have, McGov, might have, does ring a bell now you mention it. Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas? Like I'm sloppy with this fish and chips.
Nom, 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 nom. If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them. Need I remind anyone about the double naughty list?
Easy. We'll get it right this time. That's it, yep. It's all coming back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now.
Is that a song?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs.
Oh, right you are, Gov. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun."
Hold it!
So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously?
We did, Gov, we did. Although I suppose if you're being honest, we heard a kind of wavering voice before the yelling all. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Bam. Great reenactment.
Love it.
Kind of thing.
Do we need to screen cap these things, by the way? These are great.
Yeah, I could maybe just screen cap them in the VOD.
Hell yeah. A career in acting tragically missed. That or Ryunosuke's face. He's the star, after all. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Yeah, see, they could go to Japan, and then they could do those like the two-man like comedy acts where there's like the the straight man and the other one. Although they would just both be the stupid one.
I love it. I love it.
Of course we could. From the other side of that door, behind the counter it was.
From the storeroom, where the victim was found dead.
And the voice you heard, it was that of the victim, Mr. Windybank.
Oh, look at that embroidered jacket!
On my granny's life, of course it was. On his granny's life, of course it was.
This poor granny. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windybank and the sound of his voice.
Yeah, good point, Ryunosuke.
Yeah, that was good. That was astute.
Eh? So that would mean what? What, Nash, what? Any ideas?
Yes, Counsel, indeed it would.
Nah, we didn't know the geezer. How am I supposed to deny it when that bloke and all the fancy clobber's giving us the evil eye?
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
On my granny's life it is. On his granny's life it must be.
It's a good job his granny's dead.
To surmise, then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them on the shop floor.
You make us sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget, we tidied up after like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it. Wait, yeah, hold on. Like, they're saying they heard a gunshot, but then they and they knocked a bunch of stuff over, and then they stayed there to clean up the stuff they knocked over? Like, it doesn't make
I guess haphazardly, because remember, it wasn't done like it was.
But it's pretty close, and also
it's
you would
pretty
think
close.
Like, you would think they would just run out immediately.
Yeah,
like,
no, that is so fair.
None of this is really making sense.
Oh, in here.
All the place is holding the guns, so he should have just... Yeah, wait, what? Is this new?
You're saying that Mr. Windybank had a gun in his hands. Oops.
Oh, no. Press Alt or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other. Must have got pretty heated.
Oh, guns at each other?
Wait, oh yeah, there's multiple
Both
guns.
had guns, eh?
I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, "If you don't want to get shot." Didn't really sound like he meant it, mind. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Wendybank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily pull a bullet in someone's head if required.
Usually seemed like it was his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That someone being himself, of course. Oh, good grief! Extraordinary devotion indeed!
I don't understand what, like, hey, if you steal that, I'll shoot myself.
Right? Not a...
Then you'll feel really bad.
You'll get... maybe charged with murder. I don't know. Depends on what the court would find.
Indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person he was gonna shoot beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper. Bet he wished he'd squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun."
And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot?
It was more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun. Bam. Kind of thing.
Yeah, career in acting, very tragically missed again.
No.
I remember that was the thumbnail from before, and I still love it. I still love that.
Their little brother handshake.
They're like, yeah! And they look so proud of themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, hee, yeah!
Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck.
It was great!
Before everything went dead quiet. After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up. Lummy didn't give up a fright. We've seen the shooter come out the door and get us next. Yeah, again, so why did you stick around?
So, you didn't try to open the storeroom door then?
Not on your life. It went deathly quiet after that, it did. Put the wind right up me, but anyway, the door was locked, weren't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside. Or so we've been led to believe.
It was, Gov, it was. From the inside. How would he know that?
Yeah, true.
Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we?
Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom.
Right, there's like a little slot, right?
Yeah, like through the keyhole, or a spy hole, perhaps.
Don't ring no bells, don't light no lights. We had to cut and run before we noticed anything like that. We're still cutting our teeth in this game, see? But one day... we'll really cut the mustard.
Jesus.
Please, cut it out. But as we know, behind the door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, unfortunately. Gina was in there, unconscious, with the gun in her hand, a la Edgeworth style. Whoever that is. To confirm, would it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom?
That's right, Gov, that's right. Couldn't have, even if we wanted to. Okay. So everything about describer.
Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Shows.
Oh, yeah, we was a bit hasty there. We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up.
If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand.
Good advice, miss, good advice. Yes, basic gun safety. Truth be told, me mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
Mental note made, miss. After that, we lugged it down the street, but... apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or summit, so they clapped the darbies on us like winking.
Yep. Oh, he's got a gun!
And after you'd been handcuffed, the police found his revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah. But listen, that proves it, doesn't it? Eh? We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never had a chance, did we?
And why should we believe that?
Eh? What? Well, 'cause it's true, innit? The place is totally empty when we went in.
At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Windybank. Correct.
You've got it, mister. Down to a T.
So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Windybank? Is that really true, I wonder? Is it? That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony?
What is it, Bruno? You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired.
No thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh, but I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important. It is nothing more than a feeling, though. I've no proof to support it.
Well, feelings can be very logical at times.
Sorry?
People's expressions, the movement in their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all that in your brain, and quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling, like you described. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why. That's all. I think you should trust your instincts.
Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. I'm a really tall 5-year-old.
Alright, so we just gotta figure which part and what do we need to present.
Right. Let's go through our evidence real quick.
Okay. Let's like start with the most recent.
Yeah.
Or wait. Oh, that. Okay, I see. That's last. Oh, okay, just the stereoscope. That's probably not anything.
Okay.
Maybe the photographs.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, they said that they not. Wait, hang on. No, it's probably nothing because they put it back up. Yeah.
They mentioned everything except the lamp. But I don't know if that's coming up yet. Look at the skull.
Is there? Could you magnify any of the papers? Like, do they read anything?
Net he's talking about, I guess.
Oh, maybe.
Scales.
I was just curious. Can we read any of it? Probably
I don't
not.
think so.
Okay.
Cat, dog. It is funny. That is just like a actual photograph of a.
I love it. I love that dog.
Retriever.
We stand that dog.
I mean, like everything really looks like it's in the same place.
Almost, yeah. Remember, it was very slight, like you said.
Oh, right, yeah, because they did a whole stereoscope thing.
Mm-hmm.
Windybank's gun, the Skulkin brothers' gun.
Yep.
Second round was fired.
Gun belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank, that Gina was holding when she was found unconscious. There are signs of a single discharge. Wait.
What?
So, a gun belonging to the victim that Gina was holding, but they were also saying that he was holding a gun.
Yeah, so there's a...
How could he have held a different gun if Gina was holding his? And they had their own gun.
Maybe they took this gun... Like, maybe Gina had... Wait, let's look at the picture of Gina real quick.
Yeah, because, Gina's using the small gun.
She has Mr. Windybank's gun.
Yeah, she has Mr. Windybank's gun.
Yeah, but Mr. Windybank had another gun?
That's what I'm unsure about. I don't know if that's relevant to
this one?
Skulkin Brothers gun.
Can we do the powdering thing? I don't know. Think so. Like if we could get the thumbprints or whatever. Or no, wait, we don't have thumbprints. We have
no.
There's blood.
That's a different Ace Attorney game.
Yeah. We don't have the whatever. We don't have Emma here.
Beautiful rendering.
Okay.
And that's his shot. Yeah.
Is there anything? I don't think so. Sorry, I didn't mean to just magnify his ass. Details, time of death, single bullet wound, upper abdomen, back, instant death from a blah 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 bullet wound to the
And
heart.
it's also interesting. Bullet entered the body from the back
yeah.
on a gently rising
they're
diagonal
saying,
trajectory.
and the Skulkin brothers are saying they were facing each other.
Exactly.
Like they were both pointing guns
So you
at
could
each
probably use that as evidence,
Could.
maybe.
Like there's a couple things.
There's a couple things. But here, let's go through this now. Now that we kind of have a general idea.
Maybe if there's something specifically saying they were facing each other.
Yeah. The bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, so we should have just fired instead of yelling at the girl. And we didn't even give half fright. She'd come out the door and get us next. We stuck everything back. Uh-huh. We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker. We never even had a chance. Which I'm wondering if...
Wait, but also, yeah, like...
Hang on, go back, like, actually touch the arrow, yeah, because...
I know, it's...
It does that weird thing. Dang it!
I clicked on the arrow!
You did.
Like, what is
we
it?
just can't get to the end. We have to pay attention, I guess. I like seeing all that in fast motion, it's funny. Alright, so we did not go over a few things, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
I don't think that's anything.
Yeah. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, give me that
gun. I don't... Okay, wait. I think we are on the right track. That bloke was holding a gun. I think if we... Oops, not press, I meant present.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I think...
because we should submit the picture of her holding the gun.
Holding the gun. It'd be like, wait, you said he was holding a gun?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great to fast forward.
Okay, yeah, go back.
Again, is there like a button to go back? Or what if it's like on the edge of the... No. Or maybe click on these?
Oh yeah, try that.
No, that also doesn't work.
Oh, what the hell? What the heck, man? Ace Attorney, what are you doing?
Yeah, what?
Ace Attorney, are you drunk? What's happening?
Like, is there like one single pixel that you have to click on to actually go backwards? That's so weird, because we've done it before. It's just like really hard to do for some reason.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. The bloke on the place is holding a gun. Okay, this has to be it. And the picture of Gina holding the gun. Right, that's gotta be it.
It's gotta be.
I should have still saved, but I think we're right.
I think we are too. Hang on, let me put my mountain splash here. Okay. You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gov. You've got the picture. He has, Nash, he has, no question.
And yet the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Objection!
What is it, Lord Vampire Boy?
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more? For shame. Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Your chronology, that fucking word, am I right, is severely lacking, counsel.
Yeah, that's right. Too right, Nash, too right. The old geezer could have been able to turn the tables on the girl, eh?
Hardly likely. No, I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence. Ugh. Continue with the cross-examination, counsel, and heed my earlier warnings, witnesses.
Okay.
Double naughty list.
So, do we have to do something else? A Skulkin's never skulkin'.
God, I love them.
Okay, I guess that wasn't it. Huh. Okay, so what?
What's the next thing?
My mouse is fucking up.
I was thinking the shooter'd come out the door and get us next.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm also thinking, okay, wait. Again, why doesn't it let me...
Here, okay, what if you press T for
Oh,
history?
there you go. A and D.
Oh, you have to do A and B?
A and D.
Oh, A and D?
Yeah. Anyway. because it's left and right.
Ah.
History just shows you all the.
Okay.
Was holding the guns. Okay, what? Hold on, because I feel like maybe we're on. Because they're saying like, oh, that evidence isn't good enough.
Yeah.
But they're saying they saw him holding a gun. Like, I feel like that should be the thing we're pointing out. Is that how did they see? Like, would this make sense? Because it could be like, wait, but how did you see them if they were in here?
Right.
How did you know he was holding a gun? Oh, wait, he said he. They heard him say that he would shoot.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, I'm confused.
Yeah, what did they want us to show?
Here, let's save real quick.
Yeah, good idea.
And just start presenting everything.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's what I do. When in doubt, just start throwing all the evidence at every single line of dialogue. I've done that before.
Like,
it ain't pretty, but it's
I feel like I'm on the right track, but I just don't know what the game expects. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of the problem with these sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you can be ahead of it.
I don't know what the game like wants from me. The floor plan?
This seems like it's not, yeah.
Yeah, this is a generic response.
Damning, you say? Damn's a potty word. Naughty list. As I look at you, Counsel, I see your trembling hand, your pallid expression, and your perspiring brow. Uh-huh. It seems to me that is the damning inconsistency here, with the misplaced confidence of your assertion.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, we lost a star. Go back.
Gotta load. Oh my god, why is my mouse so fucked up?
I don't
Is the
know.
battery running?
I'll use it. I didn't do it.
Because I'm at like a weird angle.
I didn't do it. We gotta have all of our star chips, a la Yu-Gi-Oh style.
Yeah. Like, I feel like this is the thing, right? Gun. I don't know, like, there's nothing about the gun.
Should I look at a walkthrough?
Maybe. Yeah, if you want to bring up a walkthrough real quick, well, I'll try to see if there's anything.
Because remember, kids, there is no harm in using resources to help you make for a better gameplay experience for yourself. Games are supposed to be challenging,
shooting?
but also still fun.
There's clearly something odd about... Is this another generic response?
Probably.
What about last statement made? It's clearly something odd here indeed. Your behavior.
Yeah, your face!
Got him. If you were lower, yeah. No. Man, they got multiple of the wrong responses. So he was thinking the shooter'd come out the door and get us next.
Okay.
Stuck everything back where we found it. Like, is that maybe something about the potion? Oh my god, mouse, why? Stop.
Okay, so this is the unspeakable story.
Yes.
The only problem is I don't know what part we're on, because it says part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know.
Well, I know it isn't part 1, but...
The mouse is pissing me off.
Oh no!
Why? Well, let me turn it off and turn it back on.
Yeah, see if that helps. Let's just assume we're on part 5.
Why is it doing this? It keeps like skipping around. There's clearly no.
Okay, I think I'm getting closer to it.
Okay. Great. It's holding on, so we should have just fired at the girl. Wipe off the mouse pad.
Okay, wait, that's the juror stuff.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Do I need to also
I was.
up?
It's because I don't know what part we're on here. Could you
Yeah,
check
I
to
mean,
see in the in the game's load screen or
just
whatever what part we're
Keep
on?
going.
Oh, here we are. Here we are.
Okay.
I found it. Okay. Yes, press statement 2, then pursue with Gregson. You'll want to present the crime scene photograph at statement 3.
Okay. Yeah, we're on statement 3, so it's
We were right about that.
thing.
The crime scene photo.
Oh, is it the picture of Mr. Windybank?
Is that? Yeah, crime scene
Yeah.
photograph.
Oh, okay.
We were right, we just had the wrong
Yeah.
evidence.
And we were thinking like, oh,
Because
right.
also, he
was
shot in the back,
in
like
the
we
back.
said.
I just didn't think. I forgot about it.
Yeah, we got it. But we have the walkthrough if we need it. Now we have it. So, you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gov. You've got the picture. He has, Nash. He has. No question.
And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm of any description.
That's true, because he doesn't have a gun in that photo either.
Yeah. Hey, you what? Gordon Bennett, that ain't right.
Who's that? There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I will remind the court that Mr. Windybank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand. Oh shit!
We knew that already. Yeah, that mole tooler used the victim's own gun to finish him off.
I don't even know what that means, but excuse you.
Give me that gun. Bam. Kind of thing.
Stay exactly where you are, right there.
Eh?
If the crime had taken place as you so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Shot in the back.
A final moment that Grezy and Ergo did in fact get to.
Yeah.
We did know. Make no mention.
Shot in the back.
Goodness, are you sure? You intrigue me, my learned friend, but let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates this inconsistency in the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments?
I mean, I guess the autopsy report?
Hang on, if you want, I can double check.
Or just the photograph again?
It's the autopsy report.
Okay. Is that it?
Because, yeah, it says he was shot in the back. That's why we need that.
Updated autopsy report.
According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of, "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot. Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, or so we've been led to believe. Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind.
Ah.
So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Yeah.
Best characters ever.
But it's the God's honest truth. It is, Nash, it is. When he was shot that night, the shopkeeper had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own bleeding eyes.
Oh, how indeed.
Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun.
Summit like that might have slipped out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw, with their own eyes, the victim wielding a gun, which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Nash, nah.
Order! 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 Do you like how I emphasized the A's? It was an interesting way of doing it. Witnesses, explain yourselves at once.
Well, the thing is, they weren't supposed to,
It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. Perhaps they'll now fall on dead ears. I made it quite clear that false witness would be the death of you.
Oh shit, is he really just gonna like leap over the counter and rip their throats out or some shit?
Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
okay, someone that lied again?
I just can't believe it!
Ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, see, we, Cut it out, Nash, cut it out. If we blab now, you know what he'll do to us.
Yeah. Who were they talking about?
No,
I
he
bet
said
it's
Benedict.
eel.
There's an eel.
Oh no,
We'll
there's
get
an
that.
eel! But I think it's Egbert Salad Man.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Egbert Benedict.
That's it! I bet it's him, though.
think so.
Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you.
Oh. Bruv, come on, the game's up. But he'll have our guts for garters.
Grody. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. On the night in question, it is now apparent that your brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place.
Well... Do we have to?
On pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Yeah, he's gonna eat them. 100%. He's gonna just...
Drink their blood.
Yeah.
Encounter with the
Stab him.
Alright, so we just got inside the gaff and Eve a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we'd had it. Okay. For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. He chucked me over the counter.
Hell yeah, Pop.
I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through that door in the back room. We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear. Huh.
So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop?
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Well, we find ourselves at an interesting juncture. This changes matters considerably.
But honest, Governor, this time, Nash, this time, we ain't got nothing more to hide.
Very well. Counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. My eyes are gonna bug out of my face any minute now. I'm so hype.
Okay. Press everything.
Press. Alright.
To be honest, I didn't seem to relieve in the geezer showed his mug.
When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Windybank?
Who else? Sorry, I mean, that's right. We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out of the back room like that.
The back room being the rewind. The back room being the pawnbrokery storeroom.
Yeah, that must be where he popped up from. Only place he could have been.
So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
Which means Jenny must have been in there at that point as well.
But does that make sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Windybank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see the accused at that time?
What, that mole tooler? Couldn't tell you. No way, Copper. We had bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost it. Okay.
I wonder if she was already knocked out. Because we know she didn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And remember we saw the shovels? Like, this is getting into something future. But I bet you somebody tunneled their way in. Because didn't you say that it had something to do in the original story?
In the original story about Windybank, yeah.
So
there was somebody was digging a tunnel under his shop.
Yeah.
To get into like a bank, and they've mentioned that across the street there's some kind of bank or something. So they might be doing that. And now they're mentioning like where else could he have come from? This is kind of like maybe from a tunnel. I don't know.
Yeah. So wait, do you think? Wait, he wasn't stealing from the bank, was he, Mr. Windybank?
No, not in the story. I don't know. Maybe they're changing it around though.
But yeah, either way, I wonder if she was already knocked out, and so she wasn't a problem, but he was on high alert already because he was like adrenaline. I don't know. Well, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Did I already?
Does he have an evil twin?
Yeah. How do you say Windybank backwards?
I don't know.
I can't.
Hold it! You mentioned that Mr. Windybank, hang on, Knab Idnewi.
Sure.
Anyway, you mentioned that Mr. Windybank shouted these words in your previous testimony too. However, you claimed that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door.
Oh, did we?
He, uwu.
I might have did a funky one.
But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
Was the victim Mr. Windybank wielding a gun at the time?
Was he ever, blimey lummy? A great ugly barrel he had pointed straight at me frontispiece.
Because that's what makes me wonder if he got the gun away from Gina at some point, and he was using it again, and then after he got killed by whoever killed him, they planted the gun on Ginny's unconscious body.
Okay.
Because she was there. Either way, that's my process. But okay, go ahead, continue.
So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windybank with the gun at that time. Is that right?
It is, Gov, it is spot on. Then all of a sudden he came at us, he did. It was bedlam. I didn't know who was going for who.
You were clearly all going for each other.
Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean, here's the next part of the testimony.
Yeah, he
Strong as an ox,
shoved
me
me
over the counter.
For a second, I thought he fucked me.
Oh no.
Anyway, what? I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too.
Well, yeah, of course we did. He knocked over a load of books, a candlestick, and some skull whatnot. Now it makes even less sense that they cleaned everything up.
Right.
That got tangled in some marionette. Or knocked over a picture frame and knocked him scales on the floor. Okay, yes, it's like the same.
So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter.
It was that you're getting, like, thrown over at, like, a wrestling match.
Right?
Well, Big Bruff here went flying over that counter like a gunshot, I tell you. Then the old geezer pinned him. It really was wrestling.
Not sexually.
He did, Nash, he did. If you hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a bloomin' pancake in seconds. Or a bloomin' onion.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbrokery.
Huh.
There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim. That's right. When the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street, they ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they?
Poor Mr. Windybank. He did everything he could to protect his shop.
I pulled my gun on him.
I shot him straight in the head. I mean, no, I didn't. Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank?
Nah, never. I was just, looking out for me bruv, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget.
I just can't. I love them. The little horrible scamps by a man whose shop was being burgled. Yes.
And then the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away. So one of your phone is doing something. I don't know if you want to close that window.
Yeah, it's okay.
Or,
That's just the walkthrough, so whatever.
Refreshed for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. He shoved me away, then ran off through that door and shut himself in.
Huh. There's something about that last remark.
Remember that. We're gonna have to use that statement, I bet.
So he ran away and shut himself in.
Something that doesn't quite ring true.
I wonder why Mr. Windybank ran away into the storeroom.
What?
Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him with a gun.
Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windybank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windybank's hands again?
And then back in Gina's hands again.
Well, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was done after whoever killed him, because to plant it.
I have no idea, but that is strange, isn't it?
This little inconsistency could be significant.
It was significant. I should make a mental note of it.
Look, the point is, me and me bruv here. That's right, Nash, that's right, me and me bruv here. Whenever I had nothing to do with killing him. Alright,
just for completionist sake, let's do that.
You say you had nothing to do with it.
Nothing at all. It's like he was wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders. The old geezer went and shut himself in the back room, didn't he? Locked it was from the inside. We know it was because we tried to open it. But it's a decent door, that one, good and strong. Wouldn't budge an inch.
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom was the pawnbroker. There was only one other person.
Was there? Noticed that was highlighted there.
The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade. It would indeed appear so. What say to you that, counsel? I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could have possibly shot Mr. Windybank?
There could have been.
There could have been! Do we know who they are?
No.
Who knows?
Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Yeah? What? Sorry.
What's that look for?
From the moment you admitted that you'd encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely.
It did?
What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Windybank. And it is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. A ghost could have done it!
But what if?
You have my attention. In that case, let us return to this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts, so pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be? Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of two conundrums. Two, my lord? twice as many chances to be right, maybe? Indeed, namely. From what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time?
Huh.
Understood, my lord.
Are you alright, Bruno?
I'm not entirely sure, but there's one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun.
Okay. Well, we know from the autopsy. No, that's not the autopsy at all. Hang on. Where's the autopsy? Oh, there it is.
Huh?
Instant death from a bullet wound to the heart. The bullet entered the body from the back on a gently rising diagonal trajectory.
So it's from below.
From below. How would we describe that, though? Okay.
Let's see what else. Okay, well, let's just do it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Indicate from where that person could have.
So it's been, like, what, here? Because, like, where is where's he? He was here.
Yeah.
So it would have been around here or here.
I mean, like, again, could it have been through?
Because it had to have been through his back too. So if his back was to Gina, or if back was to the wall, would it have been here?
I don't know. I mean, but he's facing that way, so it almost just seems like it would be the door, right? And like, have we established that the door has like a little?
It has a little opening, yeah.
So I don't know if that makes sense. So just say the other side of the door.
Can I save? I'm gonna save here. Okay. Here, should I do it over on this one? Because that's where I had the other one. I'm pretty sure I'm right anyway, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I'm right that we made the right choice the first time around, but just in case I was wrong. And we shouldn't have chosen that. So here, where do you want me to put it? You want me to put it here?
The other side of the door.
Other side of the door? Like right here?
No, other side of the door from where he was. Yeah.
It's right here?
It's like somebody shot him from outside. Maybe.
Take that!
The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location. And the answer to the second question.
Oh boy.
Did we get it right? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out.
Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time?
I mean, just where he was found, right? I don't know. I'm confused. I don't really know what it's expecting from us.
Okay. It's Virgil!
Oh.
Hello! Hang on.
Oh, he is saying shot him from outside the store.
Hang on. Could you do a shout out for me, Ergo? Thank you. Welcome, Virgil. Welcome.
How was your stream? I hope it was a good one. Thank you for coming on in.
You came just in time for us to find out if we royally effed this up or not. But happy tea time, everybody. Enjoy your tea. By the way, I'm Grezy, and this is my husband, Ergo, in case anyone hasn't met either of us before. We're currently playing The Great Ace Attorney, which has been out for a while now, but we're just slow as all get out. Okay. Oh, I do not think that we are...
I mean, he is saying shot the culprit from outside the storeroom.
Okay, so let's see.
Continue. Oh, maybe we're on the right track.
Maybe. Oh, thank you, Dingle Dangle, or Dingle Danger Noodle. Thank you for the luck. We'll need it. Ergo and I are still studying to become lawyers, aren't we?
Yeah, this is pretty sure this is what the bar exam is.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain this is what they do,
You just
right?
have to play this, the Great Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
Mr. Windybank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. See? Paper says it. Right here. Tap, tap. Looking at the stain of the blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death, which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired?
Okay.
Oh, so you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom? Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony.
I think you were right then, baby.
I think at this point, I don't think this is what happened, but I think at this point we're trying to basically accuse them of doing it. I don't think they actually did, but I think that's what we're going for at this point. Because they had a gun, so they, you know, they could have been the ones who shot him.
But these guys are great, so they're of course innocent.
Yeah.
They could never do any wrong.
Pulled me gun on him, then he legged it through the door into the back.
If Mr. Windybank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time. The door!
Yeah,
Open!
okay.
It was at precisely that moment, when the victim was fleeing for his life, that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom.
Nah.
Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial?
Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself.
No, Ringo!
Poor man, shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety.
And shot by a short person.
Oh, of course! He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would have still entered his body on an upward trajectory.
Sure, okay, I didn't even think of that, but...
Me neither!
So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Windybank.
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim that the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock? But
the, Gina's in there.
Right?
Yeah.
But what if someone else locked the door? Yes, there was someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Is that so?
Yeah, are you stupid? Van Zeeks?
Yeah, if Gina wasn't knocked out at this point, like I originally surmised, she probably did it because she was scared. She didn't want to get shot and killed.
It would make sense.
Yeah, very well then, counsel. Present your hypotheses to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom.
And then Gina closed the door and locked it.
In which case, who shut and locked the storeroom door? No,
it was Sasano. She did it. She locked the door. Oh wait, where was she?
She was on the first page.
There she was. There we go.
Are you stupid, Your Honor?
Whoopsies, wrong button.
I mean, he is kind of.
Did everybody forget the whole point of the trial?
Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room? From what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck.
To keep out the person who shot Mr. Windybank.
Right?
And then she picked up the gun to defend herself. There you go. It all makes sense. Case closed, everybody.
Yep. And if it's not that, I again still say she was knocked out and they put it in her hand.
There's going to be another twist because I don't think
we already know somebody had to dig a tunnel because of the original story.
Maybe. They might
we
not.
saw shovels in the storeroom.
Maybe.
There could have been a hint of what it was referencing.
We know Eggert Benedict has to come up, right?
Yeah.
Like
Eggert Bendy Crust.
And also because this is the final case, so it wouldn't be that simple.
Of course not.
Yeah.
I am inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel?
But at this point...
Ryunosuke, we know. Ask us. We know.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
No, not really.
No, it's not.
Not really. We solved it already.
Half-baked notions have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please.
I shouldn't even like that. Thank you, Iris.
Thank you.
But of course Ginny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it?
It does?
Yeah.
Come on, Runo. Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, hadn't they?
Oh, yes, obviously. Before the two brothers... rewind. Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade had Mr. Windybank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Windybank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom.
Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv.
We're back in the story. If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom. Yes, it would. Then probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger.
Bang.
Good reenactment.
Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Windybank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment?
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Windybank. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life.
Hold it!
But we ain't the ones who done it. We ain't, Gov, we ain't. You've got to believe us. I mean, come on, we never shoot no one.
Except for her lot, that was the only time.
Yeah, aside from the time we did.
That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would.
Oh, fuck, this is what's gonna disprove us.
Yes, it is, because there's only one shot fired.
Their gun only fired one shot, yeah.
God damn. But still, but again, it doesn't make it untrue. It just means someone else was there, but we already asserted it was them. This game.
Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There was only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windybank's murder.
Nah.
Murder
Wait, Cecilia,
that's right, you're all of them.
It wasn't the pickpocket who shot the pawnbroker after all? I should have known it was those three brothers. They look at
Three? Poor Gregson.
Yeah, also, what's going on with the fact that they think Gregson is their, like, long-lost brother? Remember that?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on with that?
That was amazing, Runo.
You're wrong, though, because the thing that's gonna happen.
I bet
I'm
that's
sure.
what fucking vampire guy is gonna like. He's gonna swirl his wine and be like,
All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now.
I know. First time ever. And probably the last.
I'll shoot them with this gun.
Yep, well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll have to give a verdict if not.
Yep. Yeah, there he goes.
An admirable effort, my learned friend. What's this now? He's laughing. You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Zeeks? You better not be laughing at my askew wig. I myself find the defense's argument most persuasive.
I like how he looks at the camera like he's on The Office for a second, just the frame. I mean, it happens for a split second, but it's funny to me.
I dare say, such
chicanery.
Thank you. Such chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation.
What?
Wow. Such blatant malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettiforgery here.
What?
You want to say that again? The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly,
credibly.
Thank you, cannot and will not stand. Because, you see, it contains a fatal flaw.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah. They only shot one bullet.
A fatal flaw? Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing?
No, we know. I say, Lord Van Zeeks, I don't remember what my voice is. Might be an idea to explain this Bolly conjuring trick or whatever it is.
Yours was also kind of like Sean Connery.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I did for him.
The fatal
Just
flaw.
generic British.
Yeah. The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets.
By George, count bullets? I don't know, I made him more American.
It's not that. I think you basically did your Gregson voice with him.
Yeah.
Oh dear. He noticed then.
Huh? What's everyone talking about? Counsel.
I'm an idiot.
Yes, sir. Tell the court, how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime? Two bullets. Correct. The first, that which hit the victim in the back, ending his life. And the second, that which struck the detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, on his arrival to the scene. Indeed. The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceedings. I remember that. It's that one, right there. The one with the green ecto goo on it. The bullet which injured Mr. Sholmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar. Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank. Oh god, he's got 2 guns now.
He's dual wielding.
Oh no! And then the Skulkin brothers' revolver. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun. Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each. Now then, my learned friend. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Sherlock Holmes right before your eyes. I started to sound a little Irish when I did that. My bad.
Oh, Mr. McGill did.
Oh no, he's coming back from the grave.
Me Lucky Charms.
Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. I think you'll find that if the single bullet that was fired from the brother's gun hit Mr. Sholmes, it means Windybank not shot by the same gun. Stop. Only 1 bullet. Stop.
Exactly.
Unless they were standing. Mr. Windybank was actually behind Herlock and it went whatever.
Oh, no, don't. Is this going to sound racist? I already see Nipponese in here.
No.
Yes, this Nipponese street performer presented an ostensibly credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick with no hope of standing up to scrutiny.
Shut your adorable mouth, you fucker.
Ah! Order! 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 Someone fetch me a peppermint stick!
What if that just hit somebody?
Just hear like the like generic like glass breaking and like a cat goes.
See, Ergo, you do some like little edits. You should edit like a generic cat scream or like or the Wilhelm scream in there. If that happens at all throughout the video, know it was me who encouraged it. There you go.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging the dregs of this hollowed nectar into the public gallery.
Why did you do it then?
Lord Van Six, stop littering! But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. Despite her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as a juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence the prosecution wishes to present.
Oh boy.
Better late than never, I guess.
That disc.
I'll be taking that whatever it is of Mr. McGilded down to the yard. Thank you very much.
No, don't! Don't give it to him! It's mine, that is! Mine!
I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to Mr. McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now.
Yes, that music box disc. Mr. McGilded's music box disc. Try to say that 5 times fast. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Windybank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. And with none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force and brazen impudence. Oh, good gracious! Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no depths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets the fact as its, the court forgets that fact at its peril.
Old man judge. He is entertaining, old man judge.
I see. I think it would be prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel, as a grim testament.
Okay. Lord Van Zeeks,
Inspector Gregson? What? Yes, Inspector.
We had a meeting yesterday at the yard with the prosecution service, and, I think it was agreed that the disc wouldn't be used as evidence.
Oh, is there some police secrets on this or some shit?
What's all this about? Why is the inspector acting strangely?
What's all this then?
That's the first time he said anything to Van Zeeks at all. I am unaware of any such meeting.
But those were the instructions, right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent.
I don't fucking care. Inspector, I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case.
There's Van Zeeks, yeah, trying to, like, reveal some corruption or something.
I mean, well, we all know Mr. Time Lord is evil.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I call him because he lives in the Big Ben Tower. But
and he always looks at his watch.
Yeah, we know he's sussy.
Yeah.
So, like,
he's obviously the final villain.
Yeah, good job, Van Zeeks, for that.
Huh.
The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord.
We should listen to it.
Indeed, bailiff.
Yeah, what if it's just some, like, weird shit? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a music box disc.
It's the Beatles. But wait.
From the future.
Yeah.
It's music from the future. It gets really weird.
The prosecution has established the accused's motive, opportunity, and baseness of character. There is nothing more to add.
Your shirt is blue.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decision and rest my case. I don't believe it. I had the jury on my side for once, for all of 5 minutes.
Oh dear. It wasn't even for 5 minutes, Runo.
I mean, actually, it's been like half an hour. Like,
No.
what? Okay, hold on.
You basically used your Gregson voice for him.
Wonder if I might say something at this point. It's a little better, maybe.
Yeah, I like that.
Proceed, Mr. Foreman.
Been stumbling about in a bit of a fog. No, he's turning to Mr. McGilded. I don't know. Been stumbling about in a bit of a fog up to now, if truth be told, but all of a sudden... The answer's bally obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it.
Oh, no!
But what if he says innocent?
The court will hear from the jury.
Yes, British. Yes, Noodle.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
No!
Guilty.
No!
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
No!
No.
Do we have to do another summation examination or whatever the hell?
God.
But we're only allowed to do that
Will
once,
they
I
let
think.
us? I don't know.
I think we're only allowed to do it once.
See what happens.
We have a consensus among the jury, it seems. When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Hey, isn't that... Yeah, I was gonna say, that's the Sherlock thing.
That's my line. I wrote that for Hurley. How dare he use it against us?
Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. There's still more to this case than we realize. There must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybank. That's beyond any doubt. Very well. We will proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready?
Garadeb's squadron is primed and ready for action, sir.
Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty.
Oh boy.
Can we do it? Do you think we can?
Sure.
Let's do it. Get wrecked, jury.
Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Different breed to us law-abiding citizens. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted. I get it dust because I'm a maid.
Also, what if somebody didn't lose the bullet? What if there was another gun, is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if there was a third gun, they just didn't find it?
Cannot just add something to evidence, something at the last minute. That's true, Noodle, but they don't know about that in the Ace Attorney universe.
Yeah, in the Ace Attorney verse, anything's up for grabs.
Anything goes. You don't need a stereo. I don't remember what his voice was.
It was generic, yeah.
You don't need a stereoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. I never imagined that simple operation would cause me such grief. Is he still talking about...
Yeah, his thing.
The accused attempted a theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead. I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. Oh, there was nothing I do not know about guns. Okay, that didn't really answer the question.
Hell yeah, I guess.
Thanks for the cool fact.
Yeah, being very informative. And also Noodle, yes. I also would like to call Mr. Judge to the sand.
Yeah. Also, we never call the freaking defendant to, like, give their because I guess they just assume, like, oh, they're guilty, so they're just lying or whatever.
Right, I want to hear from Gina. Gina, what the hell happened?
What happened?
Well, she didn't say anything, remember, the last time we asked?
Yeah, I guess she, like, refused, yeah.
Yeah. You know how the Skulkin brothers were like, oh no, wear our guts as garters. I wonder if there's, like, what do you call it? Like a kingpin or something? Like an underworld boss, if you will. And Gina is, like, kind of stuck in that, too, and she's not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because she was doing all this stuff to get, like, Mr. McGilded's stuff, and, like...
That was in the beginning, but we know, at least partially, we know that her big reason for going in there was to prove that Windybank didn't have... did or didn't have her manuscript. Remember?
I mean...
Because she was telling her that, no, he probably sold it, and she's like, no, he wouldn't have done that. And she's like, sorry, Iris, the world is a sticky place sometimes, or whatever. So, like, I think she was trying to prove whether or not he had the manuscript stuff. Okay. But, yeah.
Anyway.
She might have also been there for other stuff, I don't know. But, yeah.
It would seem there was little remaining room for doubt.
Have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. Oh, sorry, I was trying to read what Noodle said. Yeah, that's what I can imagine. No, he didn't. Talking about the Russian guy, he didn't really say anything about the guns before. Alright, click on the game.
Wait, there we go.
But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I'd jolly well been hoodwinked. Well, no more.
Ugh, the whole courtroom is turning against me.
It's not fair.
Iris,
That prosecutor's being mean. Just because Ginny done some things she shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer.
Yeah, also, we're not putting on trial their past deeds, Van Zeeks.
Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter.
Go on.
Here's to the truth coming out eventually.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Yeah,
Bitch.
I mean, that's how most, especially when it's the final case in an Ace Attorney game, it takes a while.
Yeah.
That's enough preamble. Counsel, proceed with the summation examination.
I like how he smacks himself.
Yeah.
Hang on, I just wanted to see really quick how far in the,
How much is left?
yeah, the table of contents. So we're episode 5, part 6.
Oh, we're almost.
Yeah, there's only 2 more parts.
We're getting there.
Part 8, yeah.
We're
So
getting
there's
there.
2 more parts. I should probably stay on that, though.
Are we at,
Just
like,
in case.
have we... Oh, actually, are we about to start part 7?
Hang on.
Since we just started this summation examination?
Question for directed about the time. Yeah, we already did that. Here, if you want to look, I'll start saying the stuff.
Yes, my lord.
No, okay, we're still in part 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's a standing.
Well, today's not the finale. I don't think we'll play that long.
Yeah, because...
These can be long-winded,
Yeah.
as you might have already guessed.
We'll probably try to finish this summation examination and then probably call it there.
Yeah, well, we can see definitely, excuse me, where we are at that point.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that ends maybe part 6,
Yeah.
the summation examination.
Okay. I guess let's,
Either way. Press.
I guess after we press everybody, there's apparently some new stuff in the evidence that we have to look at, so we should do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder? Is that what you're saying?
Ah, well.
Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge?
I beg your pardon. Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization in the world?
Yes, I am.
I mean, you lost to those colonies, you know. I think that happened at this point. Maybe the Revolutionary War? I don't remember.
No, I'm simply illustrating my point.
Huh?
Making assumptions about people because they're a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous.
It's badong.
It's badong. It's bad,
and
wrong.
wrong.
Watch Kung Pao if you like nonsense comedy. You're welcome.
Well, yes, might have a point there, I suppose. But let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal sort through and through, can't deny it.
When you say that she'd shown had it in her, are you referring to this?
Exactly. Tried to swipe that only a day earlier, Or am I mistaken? I mean, she had the claim to go for
She
it.
did.
I don't know.
Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
I've never actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Oh yes, of course.
That's them saying, wink, wink, you should look at it in the court record.
Mr. Sholmes did use his caramel bars to make a copy of the disc, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did. Literally, I forgot about that.
And then ordered every type of music box he could find from across Europe.
Okay. I have a gun.
We still don't know what tune it plays, though, do we? Huh. But I'd love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
Miss Gilded's disc. Could it be a clue somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail.
Okay, fine, I would say the look is done.
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced.
Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, that's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes.
sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Does your employer dine with thieves?
So I suppose, if there was another bullet, wink, somewhere of which we were unaware. I think you're on the right track,
Right?
Grezy. I'd have to reconsider my position.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
A third bullet somewhere on the scene. Could that be possible?
Oh, I don't know if we can prove that, can we?
Do you want me to look?
I mean, sure.
As if we can save ourselves the hassle of having to come back later.
Yes, save it here.
Oh yeah, for now just pick It's Impossible.
Damn.
Apparently.
Okay. I was afraid it was that way.
We'll come back to it later, yeah.
I always hate having to say it, though.
We need more evidence, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during their investigation.
Yes, I know.
Right.
And I don't imagine the good men of Scotland Yard would have overlooked anything. If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well... I should receive a sound scolding, I don't doubt. Do you think she might be the... I don't know, for some reason I'm just thinking if they're all, like, related. Is she the maid of the bad guy? The clock guy?
I'm wondering. Maybe.
Or maybe the judge. Because I'm just thinking of who, like, his lordship would be.
Right.
Yeah.
And he should receive a visit from the police, perhaps. It sounds like a crime scene to me.
A third bullet. It would completely turn things around if there was one, wouldn't it? Do you think we might find one lying around somewhere?
Just find some bullets lying around.
I agree, Noodle. I think they're all in on it.
Yeah, like we have mentioned that it's strange how all of the jurors seem to be related to stuff going on. Yeah.
So if I've understood correctly, you need 2 pictures. A left eye one and a slightly different right eye.
Why are we still talking about stereoscopes? Exactly. Then you can see the scene in 3 dimensions like this.
So, if we have 2 bullets, I don't suppose you can see anything useful with them?
That doesn't make any fucking sense. I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who could have shot the victim is that girl in the dock. That's what British people call the defendant stand.
Right? How can you be so sure of that?
Think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they?
Yes, that's been mentioned once or twice.
Well then, surely it's coming into focus now, isn't it?
This is a waste of time. I'm not going to change this man's mind anytime soon.
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, I never imagined a simple operation. Okay. Press. Hold it! Okay, I think we do have to do something.
Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it is nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach.
Wait, do you think he operated on Sholmes?
Maybe.
Oh shit, I just thought of that.
It's quite inexplicable, don't you think?
I almost don't want to ask, but this surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on...
Yep, I knew it!
What was the fellow's name now? Hairlich? No. Hairlock? No. Hairlock?
Herlock Sholmes, by any chance?
Yes, good lord. It was that Hairlock fellow.
What? You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sholmes?
That's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might add. It was a fairly major op, I can tell you.
This is crazy.
Let me see. The fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They said he'd been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over his insides with a fine-tooth comb and couldn't find the bullet anywhere. I don't think you're supposed to use a comb.
Also, wasn't the bullet left in the wall?
Yeah, it went.
Yeah, that's why they didn't
went
see it.
Through him, yeah. So I'm afraid I had to throw up. No, my hands, and just stitch the fellow back up. Yeah, couldn't you have just seen... Yeah.
I hate to state the obvious, but
Yes?
surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting.
The counsel for the defense is correct. As it is clearly shown in this photographic print, the bullet that the Skulkin brothers fired.
Oh, sorry, I was doing my judge impression. The bullet that the Skulkin brothers fired at Mr. Sholmes hit him in the stomach region, then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you'll find it really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Who do you think I am, son?
Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do.
As soon as I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
Like a pancake? Are you saying that you checked his back?
Of course I did, and there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all. What?
What the crockery?
That changes everything.
Oh my god, juror number 4, thank you so much!
I was also checking out his sweet ass.
What?
I said his sweet ass.
That's the point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards. Which is exactly why I set about slicing him up. And I'm still none the wiser even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can somebody please solve the mystery?
You should have spoken up earlier when we were like, well, there's only 2 bullets. It's almost as much of a mystery as how this jury was put together.
Yeah. Mystery where that bullet ended up is infuriating. Where's an expert when you need one? Shouldn't you be the expert?
And then also, hang on, what was Noodle saying?
Juror number 4 is related, so it's not fit to be part of the jury. Yeah.
Right, yeah, no, it's true.
The Ace Attorney universe doesn't care about things like that.
It is so true. But it worked out for us, so we're okay with it now, exactly.
Yeah. You should be in the witness stand, not in the jury.
Mr. Sholmes, the surgeon, is on the jury. I've experienced some coincidences recently, but this is ridiculous.
I'm as surprised as anyone.
But there's no question that Mr. Sholmes was shot.
Well, that's what the police told me when they brought him in.
How bad were his injuries, Doctor?
He was in a bad way. He lost a huge amount of blood, you know.
So I gave him some of my own.
And I suspect he was shot at quite close range, too. Because his skin was badly burnt around the point of entry.
We've learned about that in previous Ace Attorney cases.
Attorney games, yeah.
Burnt?
As I said, I flipped the fellow over and examined his back, but there was no sign of an exit wound. Huh. Guess he just ate it. He digested it. It was shot into his stomach, and then he just digested it.
Well, we already saw that Herlock was conscious when he was talking to Susato. Did he manage to
Did he take it out?
Did he Herlock
Holmes
it out? Yeah, did he, like, do an operation on
Did he
himself?
operate on himself?
Jesus, I don't know. It would not shock me with that, man.
I thought I'd better locate the lug and pop it out.
And yet you say you found no bullet inside the patient.
Well, I wouldn't have done, would I? Because it's in the wall of the pawnbrokers, but it didn't...
Yeah,
but how did it get there? I need someone to solve this mystery before it drives me to insanity.
And also...
Lose my marbles.
Were they at close range when they shot at Sholmes to begin with?
I think so.
You think so?
Probably. If only there was some expert in ballistics. The Russian guys.
Oh, he said he knows everything about guns!
Well, even if he looked extremely untrustworthy like this guy over here.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So we have a disappearing bullet on our hands. What if it was a hot knife, right? You know,
a hot knife shaped like a bullet.
Hell yeah. Okay. What do you got to say, lady?
Radio lady.
What do you mean, you're in for a busy day?
Forgot to say, stop. Do excuse me, stop. I am a communications officer. Stop. Yeah, I gathered.
See, that reminds me, we should play Killer Frequency together sometime.
Oh yeah, I did get that a while ago.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you got it because I was telling you that Matt was playing it, Matt Pat, and
maybe
I was like, it's really good.
Maybe we could do that on your channel, like, in October.
Yeah, spoopy. Kind of spoopy.
Yeah.
I like it. A communications officer. Does that have something to do with sending telegrams?
Everything from personal messages written by members of the public to the latest news in the capital. I could write all the messages in a Morse code and tap it out to the entire world electronically.
To the entire world.
Thousands of miles of cable under the sea. Stop. Worldwide communication network. Stop.
We've heard this before.
The internet. Information transmitted to and from all corners of globe. Stop.
Yes, we know. You say this every time we talk to you.
We know you love telegrams.
She'd go nuts for the internet.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. She was getting equally worked up about radio waves or the like before, wasn't she?
I specialize in communicating information from government departments and newspaper offices.
Also, I almost spat out at the screen, Noodle, when I read, "Sharks are attacking the internet, stop."
Yeah, the underwater cables.
Nom nom nom, eating them cables, nom nom nom.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm sure I shall have to wire the newspaper reports of today's guilty verdict later.
You will do no such thing.
So no sleep for me tonight, I imagine?
Nope, you will sleep. You will.
Yeah.
Let's just finish with the trial first, shall we?
Yeah, can't somebody else, have the night shift?
Hey, you know about guns, right?
By the way...
I know a lot about guns, let me tell you something.
I like how he has a little mouse.
I do too, I love his little mouse friend.
He's a funny assassin guy or whatever he is.
Right, he's like, no, I am not a bad guy, I just look like bad guy.
Yeah, I'm not an assassin.
But I clearly am secret assassin. Comrade Mouskowitz.
Yeah, is this a Feifel reference?
I thought you were just a tourist.
I'm a tourist who loves guns. Uh-huh.
I like how the mouse looks too.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's reading.
Mouse
I forgot I had to press the button.
Good day, I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Learn another phrase.
See, I was gonna say, we've seen this so many times, I'm like, what is the Crystal Tower like? Is it made of crystal? I wanna see.
I might know what that... I think that was like a thing from like the World's Fair or something.
No, that sounds
It was
right.
like a big greenhouse or something.
I forgot what you just said.
Yeah.
So, something. So you're a ballistics expert. Who knew?
I have much experience with guns.
Pew pew.
Only for, of course, hunting and sport, of course, yes.
Ah.
Legal purposes. I have lived through many, how do you say, extreme, violent bath of, blood of,
Ah, extreme violent bloodbaths, perhaps?
those extreme violent bloodbaths.
Jesus.
English is a very difficult tongue.
It is so difficult. Juror number 6. I'm not even kidding about that. Like.
Also, I feel bad for the mouse getting squeezed, but it doesn't seem that bothered by it.
Yeah, maybe he's just really
I mean, mice are very stretchy.
He's
or, well,
durable.
rats.
Maybe he's just squishy.
Yeah.
Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue.
Anyway, if you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me.
Oh, we've got questions actually.
We got questions.
The one. Can we pit the 3 of them together? Juror number 4 and.
Well, we gotta get through this first.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. There's nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve. Wow.
And then Noodle
He's like
was,
Sherlock Holmes just for guns.
hell yeah. Noodle was saying it appears that only the metal scaffolding of the Crystal Palace Tower exists
Okay.
nowadays.
Still exists. Wow.
That's interesting. Thank you for finding that. He's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure.
But, if possible, please, only in Russian language.
Oh, jeez.
He's not very confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he?
No, still, we should bear it in mind. He's our man if there's a mystery about guns or bullets. We have one! Give us the ability!
Let's see.
Van Zeeks has managed to convince everyone.
I'll take a little peek at the guide real quick.
When you have eliminated the impossible, he said, but he hasn't.
If we're going to fight back, we need more material. And we have to fight back! We have to turn this trial around again. Okay.
Okay. Indeed.
Okay, that is how you go back, okay.
Okay, let's, hold on a second. Let's look at the court record real quick.
Oh, that's right. You were saying that there was some stuff we have to...
we have to update one of the pieces of evidence before we move on.
Ooh, and apparently Noodle was saying it's a telecommunications tower now, the Crystal Tower. That's cool. Okay, so here's the disc.
You can look at that, yeah.
Here, can I...
We'll just click on something.
oh, that's right, your mouse is being a little squirrely today. We've established.
Oh, Runo, look! This is blood!
Good job.
Yes, you're right. Just a small smear, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Then it's my time to shine again. I thought I'd be waiting forever.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna do the color coding?
Oh, yes, do it, please.
Yeah, let's find out who's...
Alright, hold still with that disc, Runo.
Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
Imagine them at the stand and she's just like pointing her gun at it and everyone's like, what are you doing?
In a flash!
Color blood is the... Oh, it's green!
Is that Sholmes?
Yeah, Sholmes' blood was
we
green.
think it's Sholmes.
Oh, fair.
But now we know that bullet actually isn't the one that went...
It may not be his.
Yeah.
because it didn't exit his body.
Huh.
Ooh, a lovely bright shade again.
Wait, that color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it?
Okay. What else do we need to update? So I'm assuming that's the...
It's today's paper.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, we can look at that. Let's see. Probably has something. Just click on it.
there you go.
Yeah, don't drag. Just click on it.
Forma Gilded. That's the man you defended in court a couple of months ago, isn't it, Mr. Runo?
Yes, or rather mistakenly defended.
I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc.
That's a question I'd love to know the answer to myself.
All right.
Good question.
So you want to look at the newspaper?
Okay. This one right here?
Yeah, and then it's on the bottom part. Yeah, look at that picture. Apparently there's something new about it.
There's a sensational story lower down the front page as well, look.
Ministry Mole.
Classified secrets may have been leaked overseas from Ministry of Justice.
For a 10-year-old, Iris certainly has her finger on the pulse of the world news.
It's about secret communications between Great Britain and its allies. Apparently they're being intercepted by hostile nations.
Communications are being intercepted, but how would somebody be doing that?
That's the question, isn't it? I've come up with 3 different possible methods so far. Are you looking for a new career, Runo?
No, of course not. I wonder. Perhaps this is what Lord Strongheart was talking about yesterday.
Yes, it could be. And it could explain why he has Grezy running from pillar to post at the moment.
All right.
Because we've heard that before. That's not new.
Maybe in the guide they never looked at it before.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. But I guess we just needed to make sure.
Anything else that needs updating?
Nope. So now we can go ahead and do the thing
Okay.
that we obviously need to do.
Okay, so we need to...
you do Pit,
Yeah, so Pit,
and then, yeah, that guy.
and then that guy, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Those 2 statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other.
Wait, what?
Oh, I heard a noise.
Pitting. What?
Wait, what? I heard a noise and I don't know what it was.
Oh, real Matt on guard followed you.
Aw, well thank you. Oh no! Matt on guard! Oh dear God!
At least it's the real one.
No, that's horrifying. I mean, hi.
Pitting. P-I-T-T.
On the night in question, Mr. Sholmes was shot by one of the Skulkin brothers.
Maybe.
Maybe, allegedly. But since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume the bullet didn't pass through him.
Well, right, no, we do definitely know that they shot Sholmes, I
Yes.
think. But yeah, it's just the thing with the bullet.
Let's see. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Sholmes was shot.
But that's just a coincidence, I guess.
Juror number 6.
Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you.
Sounds like villain.
His name is Villain?
My name is Villain. Pleased to meet you.
Well, yeah, like fucking Shelly the Killer.
Yes! Speaking of Matt on guard.
The Killer is a descendant of Villain.
Oh my God. And also, hello, Matt.
Hello. This apparent contradiction in the facts that are so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery?
No. I have seen a very similar situation in Motherland. It was night. There was blizzard. I was running away along mountain road in freezing cold.
Jolly! I love the freezing cold. I live in the north, you see. Very, very north. The North Pole, you might say.
I was like Noodle's name for him. I love murder. Or it could be like Ivan to murder.
Yeah, Ivan to murder. I love it. Oh, I love
The
it.
snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles, and they were on dog sleds. Wait, they were pursuing you?
Mental note, don't ask too many questions.
I was shot from behind, and I fell down in snow. And the situation was very similar to what I heard today from Doctor. They could not find bullet in my body. And no sign of, how do you say, exit wound. Did it just like bounce out?
Maybe.
Like it bounced off a bone or something?
Then where did the bullet go?
Bullet never hit me. Oh?
Oh. What?
Did they shoot Sholmes with a blank? Maybe they had blanks in their gun.
Oh. Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know if we checked that. And then it would just be, because like, you know, you hear about like...
The blank still hurt
even
you.
in like movies and stuff, yeah, if there's a
Yeah.
blank and it's at close range, it can still
Hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if it never hit you, why did you fall down?
Because it hurt.
Oh. Well, bullet hit frozen wall of ice. Oh, it ricocheted off of something else, so it had like less force. I don't know. Anyway, frozen wall of ice.
What?
One small piece, a very sharp, broke away from lump. Oh no, it's the frickin' like riddle about, you know, you stab somebody with an icicle and then the icicle melts.
Oh.
I guess?
What?
Is that what we're doing?
So wait, one small sharp of the icicle?
Broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body. It made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound. But then I melted. Is that seriously what we're doing? Good gracious.
But there was no ice, so how would that have happened?
I mean, it's cold outside, right?
Was it glass, maybe?
Or
Because it hit
glass.
the picture frame. Is it glass?
And the glass just came out? Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me. I'm very warm, and that is solution to mystery. Disappearing bullet. But that doesn't answer the question at all.
Huh? You know what? I feel like I want to murder, as we call it, villain. I want to murder. Should he be the image for the episode? I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Get a picture of him with the mouse.
I love it.
The shooting happened in a pawnbroker shop. Not some snowy mountain road in another country.
Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here.
Runa, where exactly was Hurley shot again?
Well, according to the report, in his stomach. Sort of around this area, I think.
Well, that's precisely where he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
Huh?
A pouch? Actually, I might have noticed something like that.
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 glass vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations.
What?
Oh, this would have been good to know earlier.
Yeah, what the heck, Iris? Doctor, where is the pouch Mr. Sholmes was wearing?
I don't fucking know. Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Lord Van Zeeks? While I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during a summation examination, I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom.
Thanks.
Sorry? As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Sholmes injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Ah, thank goodness. I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment. Not that I would ever do that.
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping along with all other evidence relating to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred.
Can we see it?
No.
Aurora Borealis. Can I see it?
Directly in my pouch. Very well. While extremely unconventional during a summation examination, I must demand the prosecution presents the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Mr. Herlock Sholmes's pouch. Do it now!
This fanny pack.
Bring me ye old fanny pack. I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Sholmes on the night in question, is it?
Yeah, one of them is broken.
Look at that. One of the files is broken, and the leather around it is scorched black.
Huh.
It's almost as if the file exploded. Exploded?
What does that mean?
So that night, the bullet from the Skulkin brothers' gun struck Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
And it was the glass file exploding that caused the fellow's injury. This bullet did not penetrate the victim, but was deflected into the wall of shop. Oh, okay.
Yep, that's what happened.
Huh. But wait, then what about the blood?
A delightfully complex aroma. Yes. One could say it is also very, what's the word I'm looking for? Complicated, no, which it starts with a C. Ergo, do you know what word I'm talking about?
I mean, you already said complex.
Yeah.
Complicated? What? Convoluted?
Thank you!
There you go.
That's it! I was gonna say, it's what 99% of Ace Attorney cases are.
Yeah.
Convoluted, but most delightfully so. Well, it would appear that one mystery has been solved at the very least. Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case.
It could.
Maybe. The bungling and burgling brothers shot the detective, and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered. Ugh.
But at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight. Thank you, young man, even though my face is angry. Thank you very much.
Glad I could help.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will sequester this scruffy pouch as evidence.
Hurley's pouch isn't scruffy.
Now, the summation examination. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion. Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue, and you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. There's still a way to turn this around somehow. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so maybe let's take a closer look in the court record.
Yeah, I think so. That is a good idea, Ergo.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Take a look.
In a book, vial thing. Can't find anything out of place. Oh, I bet I have to turn it over.
We'll just, click somewhere.
Yeah,
where
there
it's
you go.
Like that, yeah.
Whew, look at that. It's really scorched badly just here.
Oh, the strap is broken, look.
This must be where the bullet hit then.
Let me see.
Oh. Turn on. There you go. What is that?
Oh, it's a bullet, ladies and germs!
What the? Iris, look! Behind where the broken vial was. Do you see it?
Ah, that's the Skulkin brothers' bullet.
So that means there are 3 bullets!
There are 3 bullets.
What a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch.
So it didn't ricochet off the wall like they initially thought then.
Yeah.
This is an amazing discovery.
Wait, this means there were 3 bullets fired.
This means, that the bullet in the wall is not the one that hit Sholmes. This means that the green blood is not Sholmes' blood.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Egbert Windy
Egbert.
Sand. I don't know. I was thinking Windy Bank at the same time.
They look combined.
Egbert Benedict. Is that his actual name?
Egbert Benedict.
Whatever. I can never get it right. I literally can't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were doing it wrong, like on purpose, as a joke.
I kind of was.
I thought you were doing like a Benedict Cumberbatch joke. Like.
I mean, to be completely transparent, I kind of half was doing that, and then also.
But you got it more wrong than you meant to.
Well, kind of, but like you know how when like YouTubers will say that like, oh, I can't spell, so I purposely spell everything wrong in my videos. So when I do spell something wrong on accident, people just think it's a joke. Kind of like that too.
Sure.
All right. There were 3 bullets fired at Windy Banks that night.
We found exactly what the juror was talking about.
Oh, that famous actor Breadbox Cumberbatch? Yes, exactly.
The 3rd bullet.
Woo!
Gotta press that juror again.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The maid.
Woo! Okay.
That would mean that there has to be a third gun.
Okay. Yes, that do be what it mean. Hey, so I guess actually we have to press it because that's when it asks us.
Yeah.
Number of bullets that has you convinced. Okay, 2 bullets were fired, yada yada yada. Uh-huh. It's less logical, I suppose. Indeed. Yes. Is your employer dying with thieves? I suppose. If there was another bullet, maybe. I'd have to reconsider my position. Could that be possible?
I can prove it.
I now can prove it!
Right here.
Allow me to show you then. The third bullet. Here, it's right here in my armband.
I got shot.
Oh, actually, whoa. Hang on.
It's a little face.
We'll look at it.
Looks like it has a smiley face.
That reminds me of when you got hit by that air conditioning unit and you had the like perfect smile. Literally, Ergo one time when we were moving, he accidentally hit his forehead on one of those protruding outward like AC units. And I mean, at the time I was like, oh my God, are you okay? But like immediately after he was like, yeah, I'm fine. I looked at it closer and it was the most perfect little line curve. It looked like a smiley face and I was like, are you shitting me? It was really funny. In hindsight, after we realized you were okay. We made sure you didn't have like brain damage first. It was all right.
Sorry, Dutch.
You know, about 3 minutes afterwards. Anyway, this is the bullet that was fired from the Skulkin brothers' gun on the night of the incident.
So it turns out it never actually entered Hurley's body at all.
Thanks to the thick leather of the pouch he was wearing. It saved him.
Hurley's always lucky like that.
Well, considering that he had to go through in the hospital, I wonder how lucky he really was.
Oh dear, poor Hurley.
Okay, so that's all that was. Okay, but that is the evidence, which is R.
For pearl.
Look at him, he's like...
So smug.
Here it is, we discovered it just now. Yes, on the night in question, in Windy Bank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired. What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? Okay, Van Zeeks, stop being so racist, will you please?
Don't have to. We're not making. I mean, well, we are making vampire jokes, but like.
But I mean, he's a vampire, and I'm sure he'll be like, "Well, he's Nipponese," but it's like, "Oh, shut up." Oh, okay. Where did you find that bullet?
Wow. Rude.
Oh, wow! Noodle. Hey, I can vouch for him. He's way more sane than I am. I have no excuse. It was lodged inside Mr. Sholmes's pouch. What? I like how he's doing the anime.
Yeah, wow.
He's holding his face.
Good pose.
See, that could be a good...
That could be the thumbnail.
That could be a good thumbnail, too, yeah. You should edit it all together so there's a bunch of faces surrounding him. I don't know.
Well.
This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes's waist before he was taken to a hospital. And since then, it has been touched by no one. Do you mean to say the shot fired by the Skulkin brothers that night? Huh. Oh, you're fine, Noodle. We know you are. You are totally good. Everyone who knows Ergo knows he is a very intelligent guy. No smiley face could ruin that. Oh, oopsies! What was said that I missed? Yes, your lordship has surmised it hit the pouch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But it makes no sense whatsoever. We already know the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in this photographic print.
No, we just assumed that.
That was sorry. 2 guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence.
Yes, that of Mr. Windybank, and the belongings to the Skulkin brothers.
And examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each.
But that must mean...
That's right. We now know that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, thanks, we cannot and must not pass judgment. We need a second day of investigation.
Oh, he's having a heart attack.
Ah! I'm, what's his name? I'm Von Karmaying over here. Order! Order! I don't even know who Von Karma is. While this summation examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. As is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination.
By Jupiter.
What?
Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once.
Oh boy. We did it.
Oh, the two best boys are coming back.
Oh god.
Yeah!
Should we...
Hang on. Well, should we see how this ends? Because it sounds like we're going to do another day of investigating. So I'm just saying, should we play this out?
Let's see. I mean, it seems like we're going to start another cross-examination.
Well, if so, then we can stop.
Well, we'll stop there.
But yeah.
Witnesses,
Governor.
were you listening to proceedings while the defense carried out the summation examination?
No. We was, Governor. We was, Governor.
Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. A third bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
This is turning into like a JFK conspiracy.
See, I also like how they're like, Dad, we didn't do it. No way, Dad.
There was another shooter.
He's like, we found this joint. Is it yours?
Is it one of yours?
No, Dad.
Go blimey, Gov, go blimey, not a chance.
Also, yes, Noodle, I agree. I like the toupee on the judge.
Yeah, it's always like moving around.
Right, it's great.
In that case, did you have an accomplice?
Again, I think it was Eggy, the name of which I cannot speak correctly. I think their accomplice is Eggy.
Well, I've like forgotten how to do his voice already. It's probably because I've been doing the jurors. What? Never. The Skulkin brothers work alone. There you go.
You got it, babe.
Sorry, I had to get back to New Jersey.
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, that was always me with Gumshoe. Every time he came up after hours of not
seeing him, be like,
I'd be like, hey, pal. Like I was trying to remember how to do it. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
It's just the two of us. That's our trademark.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
Anyway. How soon we forget poor Sulky.
What?
I think that was their name for Gregson? Or no?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Lummy, that's an head scratcher.
Counsel for the defense. Yeah? I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments. The third bullet, and the mysterious missing firearm from which it came. Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear that this third bullet tells us about the Skulkin brothers.
I mean, that they had a secret accomplice, like, duh.
Another gun, or it's nothing to do with them.
Secret accomplice, like, seriously. They're not smart enough to do it on their own.
Yeah.
But we tried and we failed. Yes. Hang on, also, who followed just now? Aw, thank you, Noodle. Thank you, Dingle Danger Noodle. I appreciate you for following. You are very kind, and we've enjoyed having you.
On that night at Windy Bank's pawnbrokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man. Or woman. We don't know.
But yeah, it's most likely Eggy. We know it.
The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present. Someone carrying a gun. And who else do we know that likes guns? Juror number 6!
Oh my god.
What if? Nah, he's cool. We like him.
It was
oh yeah, Gregson does have a gun. Get him!
He was with them all along.
An accomplice, you say? Pig smell.
Jeez!
Wow.
These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations.
Yeah, and they've been correct. We've identified a 3rd bullet.
Yeah.
Yo, weenie.
Yet in all that time there has been not a murmur of a 3rd man, if this apparently wrath-like being exists.
You just poured that glass.
Right?
It's for dramatic effect.
What a
It
waste.
symbolizes blood.
You just poured that.
It's me cracking your skull. The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed. See? It was to
Yeah.
add impact to the
Symbolism.
line. The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character.
I already told you, it's Egbert. That's his name, right?
Eggert.
Eggert, whatever. Egbert Eggert.
The Skulkins are lying. I know that. But how can I ascertain the identity of the person they're hiding? Well, Counsel? I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice and reveal the person's identity, even? In response to the prosecution's demands, my lords, the defense is...
Yeah, check the walkthrough, can we?
I always hate these.
Yeah, because it's always like you want to say, yeah, we got it, but I don't think we do. I don't think we have
They have
the
a secret
evidence to
accomplice.
say
So,
it.
okay, we were right about
Or
the
do
secret
we?
accomplice.
Hang on. I'm gonna look at the court record really quick. Also, how close are we to being done with this chapter? I feel like we're basically there.
Because
I don't want to leave, like, right before it ends.
Questions. Okay, if we keep going, we'll get up to a point where it says to be continued.
Okay, yeah, let's play to that.
Okay.
We're almost there.
Alright. So do you want to know?
Yeah, tell us, are we...
We're ready. We're ready.
We
to
do have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so ready to present answers. Okay.
Yes, the defense is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands. So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting.
Yeah, smack that face, Ryunosuke. Let's go.
I have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference. In that case, Counsel, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you that there was a 3rd intruder present at the scene?
I'm gonna save, just in case. But I mean, quite frankly, everything points to there having to be a 3rd one. Mm-hmm. Especially, well, is it the fact that
But what specifically?
the evidence that we thought was Herlock's blood, like you already mentioned. That's not his blood. Is it that evidence, or are they looking for something else?
No, yeah, that's it.
That's the one? Okay. I thought so,
It's right
because
there. It's right there. It's the red book,
it's the red. Oh, it is this one, yeah.
I think.
Here.
Oh no, sorry, that's.
No, no, yeah.
I thought it was that.
Hang on, wait. It is.
Where is it?
Hang on. I know what we're looking for. Hang on.
Was it next to the red book?
Blood samples.
Oh, it's that. It's a pouch.
Yeah. Okay. See, unknown.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's it.
Take that!
Okay. Let's see.
The evidence is right here in this portfolio. By Jove! That portfolio again? Is it? Do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific.
No.
You claim one of these blood samples proves the presence of this 3rd intruder. Well, which one is it?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
This one.
R. Press R.
Yeah.
Or press the thing that says press R. Either works. What am I looking at here? There appears to be some green paint or such like around a bullet hole in the middle of the calendar. That's a bloodstain, my lord. A bloodstain?
From an alien.
Oh my god! Great Scott! Green blood. Curious even for you.
Hey, didn't we go through this already previously?
Yeah.
How easy you all forget.
is the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature? It's something developed by Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
By the great detective. New invention. Stop. Not yet appeared in stories. Stop.
It's this, you see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This...
Maybe, like, it's like something that illuminates. It's like some kind of luminol.
This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements in people's blood to change its color.
Different elements of people's blood?
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see.
Is that actually true?
No, I mean, there's the different blood types. I don't know if it could detect their, DNA.
Well, because I was just
whatever.
gonna say, like, can you detect someone's DNA through their blood?
And I mean, I guess actually,
Like at crime scenes and stuff.
blood can have different levels of, like cholesterol and stuff in it. So I guess there's that. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, we should look that up. We should look that up sometime. We like to be a learning stream on occasion.
So by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is.
Well, that brings a whole extra dimension to looking at blood. I love doing that. Talk of blood in courtrooms. Stop. Very exciting. Stop. And people love blood.
I'm surprised Villain isn't talking about it.
They're hungry for blood.
As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Windybank. Yeah, a striking blue. Yes, so you see, the green color of this bloodstain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop.
Now hold fire there, young man. Could be from some unrelated incident, couldn't it? What?
No, it's not unrelated.
Huh.
The date showing on the calendar is the date on which Mr. Windybank was killed.
By golly.
Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
Then whose blood is it?
Mine! Well, the Skulkin brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries, which means it must be the blood of somebody else. The third intruder, in fact. Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear? You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Who is the alleged third intruder?
Are we really supposed to just guess? I mean, because he also was touching the disc. I suppose that would be enough evidence, wouldn't it? Because we all know it's Eggert. Right? Like, I'm not wrong in that.
Yeah, do you want to know what what would actually point you to that?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking the blood on the CD thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because there was a
he
thing
got
where
blood on it. Yeah.
And it's the same color.
Yeah. See, I know things. I sometimes don't, but I do know some things.
Sometimes.
The man's name is Eggert Benedict.
That's a ridiculous name.
The name that Grezy has been having a hard time remembering and also having fun mispronouncing on purpose this entire stream.
It would be great if Van Zeeks was just like, you made that up. That's not a real name.
No one could actually name their child Eggert. Who hates their child that much?
Especially when their last name is Benedict.
Right?
Eggert Benedict? Who on earth are you talking about, Counsel? He paid a visit to Windybank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place, when the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession. That's right.
That's right.
The man identified by the defense, Mr. Eggert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force.
Flashback. Were you him?
Oh, I don't remember. God, it's been like ages.
I mean, you can do him if you want.
Broker.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. I'm thinking of, like, what character am I thinking of? Who's like a good, like, villain character, like,
Moriarty.
somebody, I mean, from, like, an anime or whatever, like, I don't know.
I'm drawing a blank all of a
trying to think of, yeah.
Toguro!
No, I don't think he's Toguro.
Whatever. Do your own thing, huh?
Yeah,
That's what
I'll
matters.
figure it out.
Alright, and you were Windybank, right?
Oh god, I don't remember his voice either.
Generic, I think.
Yes, sir.
Something like that, yeah.
I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? That doesn't sound like him. Yes, sorry, I had something in my throat. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
No, that's a lie. What are you trying to pull?
Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel, and needless to say... Any music box discs, too.
How'd you know that? Inspector Gregson was there at the time and can attest to what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc.
Can you corroborate this account, Inspector?
No. Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Windybank for a print showing the fellow. Oh, nice. There he is. Taken from one of his red-handed recorder gubbinses.
I love these words.
Yes, that's him talking to Mr. Windybank that morning. And you claim this man is the brother's accomplice. Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin?
Nah, never seen the geezer before in me life. On me life, Gov, on me life, never seen him.
Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears witnesses disagree with the assertion. I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nepalese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice. Yes, and I can.
Then show us the evidence. I agree. We must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in the photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is.
I gotta say, I like your voice for her, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah, she sounds condescending, which I like, because she is. This is the last piece of evidence.
Slow zoom.
I've had a feeling that something has been missing in this trial from the very start.
Keep zooming.
Right up his nostril. Hang on, I gotta sneeze.
Let's see how close we can get. Keep zooming. Keep zooming. Aww.
Damn!
It'd be great if it just
kept going.
It just like clips into his model.
Yeah, well, yeah, if only. But now, I'm going to drag it kicking and screaming.
Bless.
Just like my sneeze.
Into the courtroom!
Sorry, Your
Tight.
Honor.
Are you ready to present your answers to the court then, counsel?
Yes, my lord. The defense will present the evidence now. Proof that the man pictured in this photographic print was, in fact, the man struck by the third bullet. And it's the disc, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it.
Hell yeah.
Take that!
As I mentioned before, on the afternoon and the day in question, the defendant attempted, deceitfully, admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windybanks.
Which is when the aforementioned Egert Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession, no?
That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred.
Hey, of course, sir. Here is the disc for you. Very well.
God.
Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Jeez.
What?
Wait a minute. That disc. It's mine.
What? What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal.
Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Those protrusions caused Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed, and the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now. It's kind of a hazard, really.
Goodness! A bloodstain, is it?
My assistant and I have been analyzing the bloodstain here in this very courtroom.
Using my trusty fogger gun.
Yes, and we added the results to this portfolio.
Your blood is green.
Your blood is
I
green.
say, It's green. It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar.
The evidence is conclusive. The man calling himself Mr. Eggert Benedict, who was in Windy Banks earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night.
So there was someone else there. Look at the two brothers now. They're sweating buckets. Boy, what are you talking about?
It's boiling in here! My lord, it is the option of the defense that Mr. Eggert Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify. It would certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence. Presence. Get it? I'm Santa. Anyway, this has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law.
Oh yeah?
Oh, you're talking about the whole series?
Yeah, man. Which one you want to point at?
Since when? Since when have we bothered?
Herlock Sholmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name.
No, we said Eggert Benedict.
Yeah, clean up your ears, man.
The protagonist in a series of short stories from the vulgar classes. A god of detection of some sort. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantasy persona in the highest court in the land? Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be court evidence.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to your successfully proving that no other blood in the world could turn the same color. Well...
There's the foot.
I love that.
And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sholmes' word for it.
Sholmes gonna show up.
Is he right?
I don't know. I mean, he's a great detective.
What are you talking about?
Can't let him...
I knew it would come to this. Of course, Mr. Sholmes' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But what other choice did I have?
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before.
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one who says that he's Santa Claus.
About how he was temporarily suspending the summation examination. In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Oh, good grief! What did you just say, young girl?
And
Call
in
me
a
Santa?
Yeah, aren't you?
Oh no, she knows.
Oh, shit! Get the sleigh!
And in a summation examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it? So the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Hurley's invention. At least, not for now.
Yeah. It only matters what the jurors think. Yeah.
Yes, she's right. Young lady, you have quite the devious mind. I have half a mind to put you on the naughty list.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Bruno. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
Unbelievable. Mr. Sholmes' partner is a force to be reckoned with.
She's the actual brains in the operation.
Iris Wilson Sharpshooter. After that shrewd, precise,
I don't know what that... That's a new word to me.
Precise of the situation from an entirely unexpected source. It must be acknowledged that the previous summation examination has yet to reach its conclusion. This is absurd. I mean, sure it is, but this is to be expected. Do you know where you are? Anyway...
You're in a nice attorney game.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings on this matter. As proud citizens of Her Majesty Britain, I'm sure you will come to fair and just conclusions. So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah!
Not guilty.
Oh, fuck you! Fuck you!
Not guilty.
Not
Yeah!
guilty. Oh, hey, we got the majority at least.
Jeez, what's up with you, Doctor? Why are you still thinking guilty? What up with that?
I don't know.
2 called guilty and 4 called not guilty. Such is the outcome of the summation examination.
Objection.
Eject this, pal. You can't see it, but I'm flipping the bird.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
Too bad.
Yeah, fuck what? On what grounds? If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, then they are ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt. I'm sorry, Lord Van Zieks, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. This trial will continue.
Yeah, you're gonna start doubting the jurors now when already we have clearly conflicting
Yeah.
interests.
Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has very reasonably requested the subpoena of a new witness.
I have subpoena, using actual lawyer terms.
Right, but sadly, I fear that will be impossible. You see, Eggert is dead.
I don't know.
What? The name of the gentleman gave for himself, Eggert Benedict, is quite clearly false.
I mean, we are in an Ace Attorney game.
Yeah.
It could be real, you don't know.
Luke at me.
Yeah,
Frank saw it. Like, they all got weird-ass names.
I don't believe it. Just when I'd managed to prove the man was there that night.
Could I say something?
Huh? Who was it? Please, who spoke?
Oh, it was me, my lord.
Did you like my impersonation?
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Turn number 5? Mambo number 5. What do you say, madam?
If possible, Inspector. Huh? Me, ma'am? I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again. The one in which the gentleman is shown. Does she know him?
I bet she does.
Oh, right, yes, this one you mean, of Mr. Benedict.
You know what I would love? If his name is even weirder.
Yeah. Still egg-related somehow.
Egg sandwich.
This is Ivo Robotnik. Dr. Eggman. Yes. There's no doubt in my mind. Stop.
Juror number 5. You don't mean to say you know this man?
Yes, I know him.
What? No! Good gracious!
I love how over the top he is. He's like always screaming something.
Order!
Case in point.
Juror number 5. How on earth?
I am a communications officer. Stop.
As we can clearly see.
The gentleman in the photograph is... Stop.
Oh, she likes him. Look at that face.
Uh-oh.
She's got the uwu blush going on over here.
Also a communications officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop.
Well, I'm glad she's ratting him out. Good job.
Yeah.
I was afraid she would hide
A
it.
very talented operator, in fact. Stop.
I think he's dreaming.
He should be in the communication station now. Stop. Tapping away on the telegraph. Stop.
This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on why, but it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, right? He's like a fancy boy. Like...
Right?
I would
He
think
looks like he would have someone to type for him.
Like,
yeah.
I would think he wouldn't have a job. Like, he's just some rich guy.
I suppose we all imagined the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal.
See, I like how we went on opposite ends of the spectrum. The game was like, oh, he's a stain
Well, yeah,
on society.
yeah.
He's a bad guy. And we were like, he's a rich snob.
Can be both.
Yeah, could both, yeah. Why not both?
It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night.
Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong. If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Van Zieks, if you please, don't make me send Donner after you. Yes, my lord. Make the necessary arrangements with all haste. As your lordship bids. I do bid. The court will recess for 1 hour. When the new witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson?
Yes, my lord.
I should like to hear from you specifically about events at the pawnbrokery on the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess.
Yes, sir, my lord. We'll have snacks. No cookies and milk.
Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m. And fucking of course I have cookies and milk. Who do you think I am?
Santa? Alright.
We did it.
Continued.
Yeah, we did a lot today.
Yay!
Yay! Woo!
So we're going into, like, basically the end.
Yeah, I say the next time we play,
We'll try to finish
we
it.
complete it. We do its completion.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and we gotta make it special because you said to me before you're not sure if you'll be up for streaming.
Oh no, what is the game? I hope it hasn't been looking like that the whole time.
Oh no!
Has it just been like that on the save screen?
Oh gosh, I hope so. Oh y'all, were the visuals this off this whole time?
Or is that just on?
Oh yeah, because it's like all
Oh no, it does look like that.
it's all grody. Ooh,
Hopefully
what
it was
is
just the
that?
menus.
Ugh. Ugh.
Anyway.
Sorry if you had to look at that the whole time. Oh boy, oh jeez. Anyway.
Yeah, I forgot. We want to use window capture for this and not game capture.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
I forgot.
Well, of course we could fix it right at the very end.
Yeah.
Look at that unicky screen right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think that we should try to finish it and have a good spectacle of a time with it because you were telling me before you're not sure if you feel up to streaming the second game and might just want me to play it on my lonesome with me kind of recovering what happens to you, you know. But either way, we're almost there. It's taken us, what, 2 years? How long has it been since we started this gosh darn game?
A while.
Yeah, it's been a while. But we are almost at its conclusion, so I'm really excited about that. Who all wants to guess that Eggert McEggison is sus as hell and dug a hole somewhere? I'm sure he did. Sure he did.
Somebody's digging a hole somewhere.
Somebody dug a hole. Somewhere.
Do you want to try rating somebody?
Yeah, let's try to rate somebody.
Okay.
We're gonna see if anybody is available. Oh, Crowbird. Crowbird, Nostromo, and Ivorus are streaming right now. It's been a while since I've rated Crow. I think it'd be nice to rate Crowbird Canon. They're currently playing Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. Is it Ocarina?
Yeah, they're doing a randomizer with crowd control.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Wow.
Let's see.
If I just do it through here, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's weird. They've changed this interface.
Oh yeah, it looks a little different.
Here, can I close this? Okay, it's still going. Okay.
But either way, thank you so much for joining us. It was great to talk to some of you, like Noodle and Matt. Thank you all for coming by and for even that little raid that we got earlier with Virgil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody, and till next time. I don't know, what should I say for that?
Hold it.
Yeah, until next time, hold it!